Good day. I'm here in my summer house where I've spent many summers growing up. And what I did most summer? Did I sit down and meditate? No. I read comic books and I played video games. So you might think that reading comic books is a waste of time. Everything is a waste of time. Look at this! Look at this one right here! This is one of my very first Larsson-tidningar. There's not just Gary Larson in it. There's all kinds of comics. And to find this particular magazine, I had to look through almost all the other ones. Because I was looking for one comic strip that I knew was somewhere. It was kind of hard to find. There's no good way to find one particular strip you're looking for. The only way is to look through all of them. But I found it yesterday night. I was very pleased. The one I went through the trouble of looking through a lot of comics for to find was because I remembered it very well and I wanted to talk about it because it was the first time I heard of a very important word that actually later on changed my life. And it's a word that is bigger than it's a word that is bigger than its own meaning. The word, of course, is transcendent. So he's talking about Buffy the Vampire Slayer and just being geeky as hell. And she's a weird girl and she adores him and writes down and takes notes on what he says. And as soon as he finds out, he starts to babble about weird stuff. And then he uses the word. Then he even has to spell it out for her. And he spells it wrong because he's not as smart as he wants to be. Silly comic. Anyway, I needed to ask my dad about the word. Transcendent, what does it even mean?
I don't remember exactly what my dad said, but this is the Oxford definition of transcendent. Adjective. Beyond or above the range of normal or physical human experience. The search for a transcendent level of knowledge. Surpassing the ordinary, exceptional, not realizable in experience. I just knew instantly that this was an awesome word. I just knew that I had to get to this place. I recently realized that what I really want is nothing. And this is what transcendence is all about. Not nothing as in an empty room, because that is something, isn't it? It's a room with no things in it. Real nothingness is something entirely different and ungraspable. It's not emptiness, because emptiness is something. We can't even talk about nothingness, because as soon as we do, we conceptualize it, and then it's not nothingness anymore. It's a concept. It's something that exists. But transcendence is all about not existing. I like to use the analogy of money because it kind of works the same way. You are a person and you have some money. And whatever money you have, no matter how much it is, empowers you to, as that same person, do certain things and experience certain things. If you're a person that likes orange juice, if you're a person who likes orange juice, the money you have dictate how much orange juice you get. And having more money will only bring you more orange juice because that's the kind of guy you are. If you like traveling, you can travel more with money. But it won't change the traveler. So what's the similarity with transcendence? Transcendence is nothingness. It's the negation of the content in your awareness. You got your senses, right? You got sight, you got hearing, and I forgot the other ones, but there's a couple more ones. All your senses, everything you're given, everything you think your life is somethingness. It's the content of your perceptions. All your attempts to get more in life, you try to achieve it through the senses. Through the non-transcendent, you can get more beautiful sensations of touch and delicious sensations in your mouth when you eat things. This is all the sensory things. And you can be like, oh, I love porn. There's so much beautiful naked women. I just want more beautiful naked women. And then you have like 20 screens and you just... As you're watching this, you have sex with real women as well. And you have like an audio tape with more sex. You bombard all your senses with porn. And it doesn't have to be porn. It could be food. It could be the feeling of pride, of showing others how great you are, of doing good in the world. It could be very good things. Nevertheless, this is all in your sensory input. It's the sounds, it's the sensations. And I realized that I'm sick of it. Well, I like life, but I'm more or less sick of just trying to come up with more ways to maximize my sensory input. That's when transcendence comes in. You see how excited I'm about this? I start to stutter. I can't really express how much I really want death, basically. At one point you realize that this is all life is. It's just more and more sights, sounds, and sensations. And what about nothing? It's, even if you have everything, you don't have nothing. Well, get working on that. Can you see how pointless it is to just try to achieve certain sensations in your perceptions, in your field of vision, in your field of sensations, in your field of sound? Why? Why? That's what the sages have been talking about. I'm sure there's a lot of gold down at this end, though it's very hard to articulate, and it's not gold because it's nothing. And not an empty wallet, but just not blackness either. Damn it. Just